Hi. Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk about azimuth and bearing. Okay, so we talk about azimuth first and then bearing. Okay, so an azimuth is the angle measured clockwise from the north axis. Okay, remember there are four major directions. Okay, so it's abbreviated NEWS, NEWS. North, east, west, south. North is uh, directed upward. And azimuth is an angle measured from the north axis. So, for example, if we have a line directed from this point say point A to point B, okay? The north is always directed upward, so this is the north axis. So the azimuth is this angle. Okay, that is the azimuth. So if that is 60 degrees, then the azimuth is 60 degrees. Okay, okay, so it's always measured from the positive north axis, from the north axis. Okay, so an azimuth can be measured from 0 to 359 degrees. Okay, so if it is greater than 270, for example, the line is dito, nandito yung line natin, then the azimuth from the north axis, it's always measured clockwise. Okay, so yung clockwise na measurement is positive for the azimuth. Okay, that's how we measure azimuth. Now how about bearing? Well, bearing is also a measure of angle, but this time we need two of the major directions. Okay, so let me write that again. The four major directions are north, east, west, and south. Okay, so for example, if we have an angle directed 30 degrees from the north, and this is the north, this is the east, this is west, and this is south. Okay, so this line seg or this line or ray is measured 30 degrees from the north. So the azimuth is 30 degrees. So how do we write this as a bearing? So kailangan natin ng dalawang direction. So in this case, kailangan natin yung north and east because the line is between north and east. So bali ang line is 30 degrees from the north papuntang east. So parang nagta-travel yung line from the north papunta ng east ng 30 degrees. So the bearing is north 30 degrees east. Okay? So how about if the line is nandito? Okay? And then it's measured 40 degrees from the south. How do we write the bearing? The bearing is south 40 degrees going to the east. So south 40 degrees east. How about kung nandito? I measured 50 degrees from the south. How do we write the bearing? So the bearing is south 50 degrees west. Kasi from south papunta ng west naman ito. Okay, and then kapag nandito naman, okay, in this case ito, measured naman 40 degrees from the north. So the bearing is north 40 degrees west. Okay, so Observe natin the first direction should either be north or south. Okay? So north or south muna. North or south yung unang direction. Okay, so the bearing always start from the vertical axis and then going to west or east. Okay, so if we use bearing to define an angle, we always use north or south first, going to west or east. Okay, so that's how we define angle using bearing.